Hello, my friends. Welcome to my lesson. Today we're talking about the future passive. The future passive is very simple. Let's start by analyzing our sentences. So we have here the active voice. The active voice. The teacher will explain the lesson. The teacher will. This is the future. Future simple. The teacher will explain the lesson. There is nothing special in this sentence. We have the teacher. The teacher is our subject. The teacher is our subject. Will explain is the verb phrase. Will explain. These are verbs. Will explain what? The lesson. Okay? This is our object. The teacher, subject, will explain, verb phrase. The lesson is the object. Now we have our passive voice of this sentence. We begin with the object, you can see. We begin the sentence with the object. We invert the position. The lesson, okay, the lesson will be explained. Now, this is the formula. You need to pay attention. The lesson will be. We always have this will be in our future passive. The lesson will be explained. And you can see the verb, the main verb here, explain. Here we have the past participle. We have the past participle explained by the teacher. The lesson will be explained by the teacher. As you can see, we have here the teacher at the end of the sentence. The teacher is at the end. Here it is at the beginning, is the subject. Here it's not the subject again, it's at the end. We start the lesson with the object. The lesson comes here. The lesson will be explained by the teacher. Let's read this again to make it clear. The teacher will explain what? The lesson. The lesson will be explained by the teacher. We have another example here. We have the active voice. She will clean the room. Very simple sentence. She will clean the room. We have our subject. She is our subject. She will clean what? The room is our object. Okay. So let's go to our passive sentence. We begin the sentence with the object. The room comes at the beginning. The room will be cleaned. This is the past participle of clean. The room will be cleaned by her. By her. The room will be cleaned by her. I need to explain to you that we use the future passive, or we use the passive voice when the doer of the action, the person who does the action, is not very important. For example, in this sentence, the room will be cleaned. This is the most important. This is the information, the most important information. The room will be cleaned by her. She is not very important. That's why she comes at the end. By her. We can decide to say the room will be cleaned. It is still passive. So we use the passive when the doer of the action is not very important. Now we have the structure just to clarify everything. We have the structure here. The passive voice, we have the object, okay? The object, of course, this is the object of the active. She will clean the room. She will clean the room. This is the object. It comes here. Then we have will be is part of the formula. The room will be. Then we have the past participle of the main verb, will clean. This is the main verb. The room will be cleaned. Past participle. Then we have the subject. She. She will clean the room. This she comes at the end, subject, okay? Now, we have here in brackets, object, pronoun. What does this mean? You don't need to say the room will be cleaned by she. No, you need to say the room will be cleaned by her. Her is she. In this sentence, let's check it. The lesson will be explained by the teacher. This is one way to put it, and it's right. But you can also say the lesson will be explained by him. Okay, him, the teacher. So you can decide to use the object pronoun instead of using the name or the designation and so on. Now we have here one example, the object, the car. This is another example. The car will be bought by him. The car is the object, will be element of the formula, bought, verb in the past participle, by him. Him is the subject. Okay, this is the passive voice. This is the structure of the passive voice. Of course, we are using the logic of the active voice to make things easier for you. I guess you'll have to revise the object pronouns. We studied the object pronouns in level 1, module 3, lesson 4. So you can just check that lesson. Now, what's your homework or your activities? I need you to just write some 5 sentences in the future passive. Some 5 original sentences in the future passive. It's very simple. You can forget the structure, forget everything. Just check the examples of passive sentences and then write your own original future passive sentences. And we also have a link to practice this online. We have a link that will take you to a platform. Open the link and play the game, do the exercises. See you in the next video.